Good afternoon and welcome back to another stream. I have approximately an hour to stream, maybe a little over an hour depending on what happens with the dog's behavior. So I figured I'd just kind of get on as a midweek check-in and chat with y'all and try to get some stuff done. I don't know what I'll get done, but may as well. I was doing a bit of work earlier and my brain's getting fizzed out of work, so figured I'd take a video game break for a minute. The dog already did run around for a bit inside since she didn't want to behave outside earlier, so hopefully she'll be a little calm for a bit. Who knows? It's never a very good pattern with that dog. Do I have this horse as tamed? I don't think I do. Horse, but I think I have one of the same color anyways. Alright, so what are the next things we have to do here? We have to replace this taiga section. I don't know what we'll do about that. I mean, technically we could probably build another island and make like a taiga island so that I can have some trees to harvest at any point in time. But I think that'd be a little too much effort for my brain power today. So I think right now I'm gonna destroy it and replace it as grass, as regular grass. Do I still have shovels or do I need to make more? I think I need to make more. We gotta check the never-ending chest system. I'm pretty sure I need to make more, don't I? Yeah, I don't think it'd be in any of these chests. I think I just need to make some more shovels. Let's make a couple more shovels and let's fix that situation so that I can build there at some point. I should have been making this taiga further away from home, but I didn't bother because I didn't really think it would be that much of an issue, but it will be for my build. So I think for sure I should be able to at least get a garden going to make it not just that edge over there, because I do use a pretty simple setup for the garden that I use like every single time I have a world that I can do with the materials that I have right now, I think. It's also a great way to use up some of that dirt. Who knows? I've done it in a couple other worlds, but I haven't done it in this world, and I haven't done it on stream before. So, it'll be a little different. I'm not sure what kind of fixing real quick to figure out what I have for space to work with. What I really do want to do is make some fences and some lanterns at some point and do like the island for lighting here, where it's just a bunch of fence posts with lanterns instead of torches sprawled everywhere. But I need a good nighttime stretch to do that, and it'd be a little dangerous because of the fact that I'd have to destroy the torches to figure out where to place the lanterns, and mobs could be spawning in between. So that might be a little bit scary to do right now. I don't want a creeper to spawn and destroy everything. Ooh, that's another pretty horse. I think I have it anyways. Ooh, it's fast. Ooh, and it likes me already. Okay, I'll bring it home soon. Or I'll bring it to the stables soon. That's fast horse. We have pretty good luck with fast horses this time. Except I really need to stop collecting them so that we don't end up with not enough name tags to name all of our because that was the plan, was eventually naming them all. Nixie, would you get out from there, please? Stop it. Let's fill this in and try to replace the torches. Except I don't know how to place the torches, so I might have to wait till nighttime, which is a little risky. I feel like that fast horse is going to run off, so that should be the next thing we do, is quickly move that to the stables. Alright, so, since it's a midweek update. Yesterday was all the appointments that I mentioned last stream. Therapy was therapy, I guess. Like, I don't really know how to talk about that. And then, outside of therapy, there was the chiropractor appointment, which was a pain as usual, but hopefully it'll help my back be stable for at least the next week or so. And then I also had to do a bunch of errands and get some stuff done, and I had to get some groceries, and then I cooked when I got home, so everything was pretty busy. I was planning on getting work done yesterday, but the problem was that... Where's a lead? The problem was that I ended up being like so busy with everything else that I don't think I got home until like 7 something, and then I didn't actually finish dinner and everything until like 8, so I really didn't have the energy to try to work for only an hour since I wanted to go to bed soon, so we'll leave the horse there for now. So yeah, it just didn't work out that well as far as figuring it out and getting some work done, which means I'm still pretty overdue on work. I tried to get some done today. It went okay-ish. The dog doesn't really behave worth anything, but I gave her a pig's ear to keep her distracted for a while, which she of course ate the whole thing, which she's not supposed to have the whole thing at once. But here's to hoping that doesn't upset her stomach. And then earlier when I let her out, she was barking at everything instead of listening, so she had to come back in before she finished doing everything, so she's a little bit whiny for wanting to go back out, but she can't go back out, so it's a never-ending argument. And other than that, I really need to do the other portal, so I don't have that portal just sitting there in the middle of my area. I think I might actually fill this in some more, honestly. Other than that, where's my dirt? Right here. Other than that, it hasn't been much. I got a few of my work done that's supposed to be overdue, but not enough to really actually make a difference, which sucks. But that's kind of the ongoing habit / pattern of my work anyways. But I really do need to finish that before the next couple days, because if I don't finish it, I won't have any birthday money whatsoever, and that would really suck, because I've been trying to save for birthday money for ages. Hopefully I'll be able to finish them later after we get home, because we should be home at a decent-ish time. I'm not sure. Later today, and the reason that I'll only be streaming for an hour is we have to go to my dad's to let the dog run around a bunch, and also run a couple errands on the way there. We usually do it every Wednesday because she needs to get at least like once a week of really good running all of her energy out in order to behave for the rest of the week, and also just to like be really good for her, like mentally and her health wise. It's really good for her. So we do that, but to do that we have to go all the way to my dad's, since my dad's is the closest place that has the closest place that like we know someone of that has a big yard that she can run around in off leash. There's plenty of like parks and stuff in between here and there, but they're like public use parks, and we're not going to have her off leash in a situation like that because it's just not safe for her and for other people, and for any situations where there's other off leash dogs and stuff like that. So she doesn't have any off leash time besides in very trusted areas. And even though my mom lives the next town over, which is a lot closer, she only has a small portion of the yard that's fenced in, and a very small yard in general, so it doesn't really give her the right amount of running, so we have to travel 40 minutes to go to my dad's to get her to be able to run around, which isn't that bad, but it is a bit of a nuisance to do quite often, especially when I have a rig that guzzles gas like hell. And we decided it to be Wednesday because if we do it in the middle of the week, usually she knows what to expect, and then she's really well behaved for Thursday and sometimes Friday, so it helps. She gets to run around with her sister and her mom and her aunt, because my dad has both her mom, her aunt, and her sister at the house, which is a long story. And then she gets to pass out on the car ride home and have a good rest of her night and rest of the day the next day. So it works out okay. I really need to light up that area that I removed the podzol from, or the taiga from. This should be good enough. I really do need to make those fence posts because I want that idea of the fence posts and stuff. Die! Let's sleep. Yeah. So I'll have to do that later, and I'll have to get off in time to take her out before he gets home, and then also for me to get ready, which is why I will only be live for a little bit. But for now, I get to be live for a bit. And she's sleeping for the most part since she ran around in the house quite a bit. She always gets, it's also, the other reason we chose Wednesday is because she always gets particularly antsy and like she needs to run on Wednesdays. Like she will be sort of calm on Mondays, mostly just anxious because it's back to the like new routine again after the weekend. Tuesdays she'll usually be a pain in my butt and sort of want to run sometimes, or just be really tired and really stubborn. And then Wednesdays is when she really starts like running around outside a lot more and getting more like playful in the house, and really just kind of, you can tell she has that energy built up. So it works perfect for it to be when she goes to go run. We do also let her run around a bunch, sometimes on the weekends and sometimes like on Fridays and stuff. It just depends. We haven't really taken her hiking and stuff, which sucks. I do like hiking and bringing, like, and I wanted to like bring her with me and go hiking and stuff. But her being reactive has made it kind of a big question on whether she'll be able to or not. We haven't really tried, and it's just not something that's come up as far as like, oh, let's go hiking this weekend, so. And I also wanted to bring her swimming more, but that didn't happen because he doesn't like swimming, and I didn't get to go like at all this year, which really sucked because now it's kind of outside of swimming season. I would still swim during this time, but it's not particularly healthy for her. And given that it's really cold out and the water's getting much colder, and it's not particularly healthy for me either, given also very cold. But she did like swimming when we brought her once or twice. Not necessarily liked swimming, but she liked the idea of the water. She had quite a bit of fun and would tire herself out. She like runs along the shore and just kind of like tries to bite the water the whole time, but it gets her energy out. And she can swim, and she swims pretty okay, but she only will swim if she thinks like I'm in danger because I'm going out too far or something, and she freaks out and comes swimming towards me. And then she'll realize that she doesn't like swimming and kind of like freak out and try to go back. And she's not the type of dog that likes to be held in the water to give her like a break to catch her breath, so we just tried to like prevent her from swimming, because when we brought her she was really young and she's not supposed to be swimming like crazy because it's too much exercise. So who knows? I guess that'll be a lot of stuff to figure out for next year. But this weekend is my birthday. I mentioned that on Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to the bookstore. I also probably will stream for most of the day if I'm able to get some more work done tonight and tomorrow. It's a big if. It depends on whether I finish that work order or not, because that's really important to finish before Friday, so it has time for me to transfer the money that I get paid for it into my bank account, so I have birthday money. And I also have a couple other things to finish for the week for work, which aren't as reliant on pay but still need to be done. So it's really dependent on whether I get that done or not, as to whether or not I'll be streaming tomorrow and how long I'll be streaming tomorrow. But hopefully we'll get home at a decent time for me to be able to do some more tonight. And then Friday, I have no clue what's going on. Friday is the day before my birthday, but also the day before the barbecue at my dad's on my birthday. So I'll have to make some deviled eggs, and I'll have to like prepare, because I signed up to bring deviled eggs since everyone eats my deviled eggs. And it's something cheap and easy that I can bring. Although it's not as cheap as it should be, given that eggs are like 6 something for 18 now. But that's just because of all the prices rising, and because of the bird flu, whatever it is, avian flu, that was going around, / is going around. There's actually a chicken farm locally that's hiring people and stuff, and they're really careful about who they hire because they had an outbreak of the flu there, from someone that had picked it up from being around their pet bird or something, or picked up some sort of sickness from their pet bird, and it wiped out a bunch of the chickens, which really sucks. So now all their workers are like not allowed to have contact with any pet or wild birds in the contract that they signed to work there, even though you can't really enforce that, but it generally just lets them know, like, hey, don't do that, because they, the time that did happen, they had to fire that person, and, like, they lost a lot of birds. I was actually kind of tempted to work there, because they pay really decent. They pay, like, $16 an hour or something like that. But they have really weird schedules, and I can't, leave the dog home alone at the house, and I don't have anyone to watch her, so I can't really look into outside jobs right now. But as far as outside jobs that I could handle with my disabilities, that would be one of them, because I really like dealing with animals and stuff. And it's mostly just like check on birds and make sure they have clean food and water and that sort of thing. I don't know. Ah! That would be my staircase. But I will have to make deviled eggs on Friday and prepare for the barbecue and stuff, and I don't know what else will be going on that day, so I don't know if I'll stream or not. I like to kind of stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I can, because it's a good kind of making sure I still have things to talk about and getting some progress on the world and things like that. But I'm not sure. Take a bunch more dirt. I wanted to bring it up to this level, but I think that would cost a lot of dirt and a lot of effort, and my finger already hurts from using the trigger on this controller this much. Hiya, how are you today? I'm just rambling about, like, the week plans and what the schedule for streaming will be like, which is pretty much just a big ol' I don't know for the stream part of things. But that's kind of how it usually is. Oh, I keep forgetting that staircase is there. I'm trying to flatten this area out because, in theory, if I do, I can make a bit more builds. Can I put one like this? I think I can, right? Yeah, okay. In theory, if I do, I should be able to make a bit more builds in the area and a bit more, like, cool decorations and stuff. And also a bit easier of travel between my main area and the, village that I'll build. So we're doing some dirt for now for building and filling in stuff. It also helps use up the like masses of dirt that I'm gonna get from terraforming that, so it works out good. Although with how much I have to terraform here, I might run out of dirt, honestly. Let's fix this outline. And we'll do it like that. Nixie, relax. There's nothing to bark at. It is just a car door. God forbid car doors exist outside of your house. I know. I know. I really can't wait until I have an actual place instead of just this apartment, because I think honestly a lot of her reactivity would be helped by not having constant stimuli to it. Like the fact that here she's constantly hearing some sort of car door or someone talking or something because it's thin walls and it's an apartment complex. And she's not able to run as much because she has to be on leash at all times and on like a little dinky 6-foot leash at that and that sort of thing. So I really think that having actually like a house and a yard, or at least a yard, would be really helpful for getting out of that situation. But that's not something that I can afford, and that's also not something that will be in the immediate future. Hi, how are you today? Welcome back to the stream. I'm just rambling, as usual, talking about the week and about random things that come to my brain. Since I haven't streamed since Monday, there isn't that much to talk about, so my brain just goes from topic to topic to topic. But I gotta talk about something because I'm doing the boring task of terraforming, or, well, filling in terraforming, so. I have to fill in all of this so that I can have some more space for builds and just as a like needing things to be filled in more. Don't mind my dog whining. She is sitting at my foot whining, or laying on my foot whining, because she just likes to make noise as a constant thing of her existence. But I mean, I am actually working on the concept of having a place eventually, but it's definitely not something that's very easy when you don't make very much money and when you don't have much credit. So I'm still working on the building credit part of things, and then I'll work on hopefully figuring out how to have some more income and save money and stuff. For right now, the money priority is trying to have some birthday money, which still isn't going that well either, so who knows. Now this is going to be a really massive platform to have to terraform up one more level. I don't even know if I'd have enough dirt for it, but I think I'm going to do it anyways because I think it would fit in a lot better with the setup of the builds, and I think it would give me a bit more space. So I'm going to sign myself up for some torture and bring this one more level up. Let's figure out how we want to do that though, because I want to follow the natural curve of the back off. Go away, I don't need you. Eventually this platform will be lit up and I won't have you here. Ay ay ay. Ooh, that's a zombie villager though. I really need to cure him. That would be really useful. But I don't think I can get him to stop from despawning if I cure him. Ugh. I don't think I'll cure him. I don't have the energy to. Please tell me the creeper doesn't show up and explode. There's a creeper over here. I don't see him anymore. Maybe he despawned. Alright, let's finish this terraforming edge here. Mm-hmm. 2, 3. We'll do it like that on the edge there, and then we'll do an edge over here. Nixie, would you get out of there? Stop it. Stop chewing on the underneath of the couch. I know I need a new one, but you don't need to make it more obvious that I need a new one. It needs to last me until I can afford one, so please behave. Hopefully that sort of works. It's a funky outline, but it's an outline nonetheless. I don't ever test my stream, so I don't actually ever know if anyone can legitimately hear me or if I'm rambling to myself, besides the fact that it says that microphone's on and my headset's plugged into my controller and I have the mic down, hoping that it works, but I don't know. Because for all I know, it can be a repeat of last time where I rambled to the screen for ages and no one was actually hearing me the whole time. Now I'm paranoid and I probably should check that. Also, Nixie is just whining because I won't let her chew on the couch, and she wants to be whiny. She's tired. She's like a overtired toddler. She has plenty of toys to chew on. She just doesn't want to chew on her toys. She wants to chew on the one thing she's not supposed to, because, again, overtired toddler. So, oh, okay, thank you, Elliot. I was about to check in a second because I was getting paranoid. It was so weird. So I had to sit down and set up the About section of the Twitch channel, which is if you click on my channel, there's a little About next to my videos. And now it has like a bunch of photos and setup and like descriptions and stuff, and it talks a lot about things. I don't remember all the ones I set up, but I had to sit down and set all that up, and it was so weird trying to figure it all out on the computer, especially since I'm not used to anything Twitch platform-wise. And then I went and got free images that I could use for it, and the images would crop weird and wouldn't sit right in the way that I put them on the dashboard. So I just went in my little my little photo making app and made my own, given the pixel dimensions it had to be and all that. And then I had to resize them again once I put them on my computer because they still wouldn't quite sit right. So it was quite a bit of effort just for a dashboard, but now it's got a cute little dashboard that's like what I do, stream, and about me, and what else? And like wish list, and then the donation link and stuff like that for when I get into streaming a bit more. I don't particularly need a donation link right now, but I just kind of put it in there as one of the help with everything for when I'm dealing with it down the road. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run out of dirt with this project. I guess it'll clear out some of my chests. Nixie, come here. Stop going after the cat when you're bored. Nixie. Come here. Come here. Nixie! Sorry to yell and make loud noises into the microphone. This dog doesn't listen. No, that doesn't mean come over here and start chewing the couch. Get up on the couch and lay down, please. Lay down. Yes, I know. Oh, I know. It's such a rough life being an overtired toddler. It is. It is such a rough life. It is. I know. I know. You gotta relax, though. You gotta relax. Hey. Hey. Stop it. No biting me. I'll give you pets and loves, but no biting me. Them's the rules. Oh, that's an Enderman in broad daylight for some reason. Mans is just waltzing around. No, don't you dare chew that cord. This is not my headset for you to chew, and you wouldn't be allowed to chew my headset either. Stop it. If you need to chew, get one of your billion toys that you can chew on, you dumbo. You're a giant idiot. She also probably has, but she until 3 because the routine. I kept her out longer even though she was barking because I knew she had to go, but she refused to go. So I was like, well, I guess you'll learn the hard way that you have to go on schedule or you can't go, because that's how you get her to keep with a schedule for going out. Like, she actually figured out a schedule for when we're home all day, where she goes out, like the schedule during the day, which I mentioned this on Monday, the schedule during the day was like 6 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m., and then it was kind of whatever. But the last few days she's been doing a regular schedule where it was 6 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and then 7, and that was how she went out. And then, of course, like before bed, which was usually anywhere between 8 and 10, depending on when we were getting ready for bed. So she does pretty good with that schedule. She kind of set that schedule herself and asked to go out until 7 either day. So that's what we're going to stick with, but of course it doesn't stay the same when it's like days that we go out all night, because she can go to the bathroom while she's out, and it's a little different of a setup. Like, today she'll be out for most of the night, so she'll be able to just kind of do whatever. But she has to go out in about 45 minutes, so she can wait. I don't like making her wait, but I have to make sure. Because, for example, if I bring her out at 1, like she's been asking to go since 1, if I bring her out at 1, then she's going to need to go out at 1 every single day for the rest of the week, because she decided that's her new routine. And it becomes... I didn't stick with the schedule. place to make sure that she doesn't decide to change it on her own. There's someone with a chainsaw or something outside. I don't know why. They're probably getting ready for winter and trimming up some loose branches and stuff. Either that or taking out the big rotting tree that we've heard creaking every time there's a windstorm. I try to ignore most of what goes on outside of this building. It's always a chaos mess there. She's very confused about the chainsaw noises, though. It's also weird to use about which for like setting up like my Amazon wishlist is atrocious mess. Like I've for absolute years. I still don't know what half it is. I go through once in a while and kind of search through and move and just change a bunch of stuff on it. It has access to it, and I'm like buy things off Amazon. Buy a couple things off it once in a while. So like trying to actually use it as something that's like, oh hey, you guys can get something off it if you want is so wonky. It's such like interesting odd distribution of things. You can very easily tell it's mine because books and crystals and stuff like that, but I don't know. I also don't ever remember to add to it when I'm looking at things on Amazon, so I'm just like, it's just there. But I still have to let my mom know what I want for her birthday present, which is a ridiculous concept because I don't like just having a broad "what do you want" as a question, because that's why I never have like a specific Christmas answer or birthday answer, because I just don't know. Unless I have a price range, or unless I can like make a list of ideas, I don't really know. Especially for my birthday, because I don't really see it as something that requires gifts and stuff. I don't know. It'll be figured out eventually, that's for sure. That sounded like a spider down in the cave. I probably didn't light up a section of the cave good enough. And I'm directly over top of the cave, so... about halfway done with filling in this performance, which is nice. That's a really pretty horse. I want to tame it. I think I have one that color. I probably do, actually. Maybe I should just leave it. I need to stop just taking every horse that I see. But it's so pretty! And there's a cloud one. Ah! I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not supposed to do it. I won't do it. Nixie, you're fine. And then when there's noise a lot outside, she starts barking at the absence of noise because it confuses her. So like, there was the chainsaw for ages and now it's dead silent, and she's like barking because she doesn't know why it's dead silent. Nixie, stop. Stop it. You relax. Relax. You know how to relax, you just refuse to. Oh hell, oh hell, oh hell. We're gonna run this way, and run to our bed in a big way so that the mom is around the corner. Nixie, stop. So I think the lanterns, or whatever they are, what are they? Lanterns? Something. I think those actually have a better light radius than torches. So I think doing the idea where I want to do the fence post with them on it would be cool and actually help a little. Am I out again? I'm out again. God damn. I'm gonna use up all my dirt on this project. Oh well. Actually, that will matter because the next thing I was gonna do was involving dirt, so hopefully I don't use up all my dirt on this project. Nixie, stop. Breathe. Breathe. You're fine. Breathe and relax. That's extra glitchy. Just being laggy. Love it. Update this. It might be a little wonky in a while. Why is it bad? Lag. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Yes. Life being funky wouldn't affect actual gameplay, it'd just affect the stream. So, would it stop glitching though? Like, music. That's why rain and rain lags. Ugh. The rain always makes me cold. Not want to operate Minecraft. Especially when I have a lot of builds and stuff. It's too much circles in my area. Jesus. Lagging out. Through because it's a regular. It's like music. Gonna stop lagging it? Nope. That's the whole thing. Is it gonna work? Working a lot. Either because in Minecraft or because my music in my headphones. I don't know what happened to it. Nixie, stop. Relax. Stop it. I don't know what's going on with the video. It doesn't help that Nixie's barking in my ears. So I can't figure out what the sound is in my headphones. Hey, stop. Hopefully it fixes itself. It feels like it fixed gameplay wise. Audio, I'm not sure. The game, I think I fixed it. But time that I can sleep through this rain, so it'll stop lagging as much. Probably not. I wish it would just let you sleep through it without having to wait for a nighttime or for a thunderstorm. I know you can turn it off, but it actually cheats. It doesn't let you get achievements in that, and then it gives you cheat modes, and I don't need cheat modes, I just need damn rain. I'm out of dirt again. Just need like 1 or 2 more stacks. Probably 1. Take 2. I still don't have Minecraft music in my ears, which is a little... I'll check on the stream in a second to see what's balanced out audio. Still a bit laggy, but I can't tell what's laggy and what isn't. Really? I need more dirt. Please tell me to sleep. I won't. I hate this rain. It's lagging the whole thing. Unfinished project at least. Big flat. My stream and see what it's doing. I don't know if it's working correctly or not. Let me watch my own channel. Let me watch my own channel. Okay, so it is. Let me watch my own channel. Okay, so it is. Had my echo going. Okay, so it is at least putting through with my actual like microphone audio. It's just the Minecraft audio that's being wonky, which is fine. Alright, so we got this quite a bit more lit up, filled in. We got quite a bit more space to build, which is nice. We gotta build a garden. But because hopefully it'll stop this ungodly rain that's making the PlayStation really bad. Please? Please? God. Alright, let's make, which means some of my circle templates, and I need to get some wood. What wood should I use? Oh. Now, where do I want to put the gardens? I'm thinking over here, probably, these pumpkins. Alright, I gotta pull up my circle templates so I can figure out what I want to do for sizing and stuff, and how to build the sizing I want. Also, why does Build-A-Bear have to be so expensive? Because I was staring at Build-A-Bear so much the other night, because it's got so much cool stuff, and like, I want all of them, but I can't have them because they're expensive. But they have like sloth ones and possum ones, and it's amazing. 13. Or let's do 15 actually. So we need 5, 2, 1, 2. 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 1, 2. There we go. There's a 15. It's a pretty large square circle, so I'm not sure how we'll intersect that with the others. Let's do a 13 for the one up here. So let's do, because I think it would intersect okay. Because if I do this, anyway, we do 5 as well. This won't be all of our one. Them. Did I do that right? I feel like I didn't do that. Doesn't help that the PlayStation's lagging to high hell. One circle. same style. We can do another one for here. One, two, one. Nope, that's not right. Doing it the wrong way. This is gonna take, will at least be a decent garden area. Then we'll have to make a circle that intersects the two and somehow, like, creates a similar pattern. So what are we gonna do for that one? Maybe an 11, so 1, 2. Same here, but it goes like this. And it go one over, and then it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Nope, that's not right. Five. 1, 5. Oh, okay, no, I don't set up like this one. 1, 2, 3. I think. Yeah, looks right. It was looks right as far as how those are together. But what do 1, 2? The fact that I like the other one. This will all be like, need more wood. This is going poorly from what I'm trying to make it into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be redundant in here. I think that works. This will be in here. It'll be in here. Now, this isn't the normal design that I do, but it is a one that I do fairly frequently. Which is out because it takes a while to kind of figure out the translation. I hope to hell they're not doing something outside that impacts my Wi-Fi or something. Because I still hear noise outside. And I don't know what they're doing. I have to sleep immediately, so I can't spawn on that because there's no lighting on it because I have to finish doing it to have it set up right. I know this is a really large garden area, but I'm hoping that it'll make it so that this will be my only garden area, basically. So I don't have to have multiple different gardens around the world, unless I just want to make them for decoration. This will be my only, like, functioning one for actual crop collection. I hope. Which is why it's going to be fairly large. Oh, that would be why everything's lagging. It was updating 10 different things at the same time. God damn it. That would be why everything was lagging. It was updating Fortnite and who knows what else at the same time as me trying to play. Because all of his stuff auto-updates and I don't know what needs updates when and what's updating when. Actually, shoot, I meant to do this. No, I didn't actually. I meant to fill this in. Because I can't do what I wanted to do in this platform. I have to do it in the other one. This tall one, I will only do the top layer of dirt because I have a plan for the inside of it that I have to do. I'm hoping I can finish this project before I have to get off, or at least finish the basic structure of it. I don't think I'll finish fully decorating it and everything, but I'm hoping I can finish the basic structure of it before I get off. So I've done a similar one with this concept in another world, but it was 3 circles, or maybe 4. I think it was only 3 circles, but it did more of a spiral pattern than like this where it's platforms. Like there was one at the base, there was one off to the side, and then there was one at top type of thing. And it was a much smaller radius of the circles, but because I want to use these for village trades and things, and I didn't do that with the other one as much, I'm going to make it a little bigger. Because hopefully that'll mean it'll be pretty well sustainable for my long-term playing and long-term need for different plants and farms. Hopefully is a theory at least. The other one I did pretty small circles. These are 13, 11, and 15 for circle radius. And the other ones I did I think were only like 8 or 9. 7, 8, and 9 or something like that, or not 8, but 7, 5, and 9 or something like that. Because I had a lot smaller of an area to work with, and I was only working with a little cute farm rather than a looking good while still being pretty industrial sized farm like this. So what we're gonna do in the back here is we're gonna do a little opening, and then we're gonna mine down one here. We gotta do this quick before mobs start spawning in it, so that's why I'm doing this now real quick. Let's do the edges because I need to redo it with the wood, doing another layer of the wood. And then let's dig down one more and do the floor itself. You'll see how this will play out once it's getting a little bit more complete. You probably figure it's going to be some sort of build, which is obvious, but it'll look really good when I'm finished with what I'm thinking of doing right here. And no, there won't be just water pouring into the ceiling. I do have a way to fix that, because I know it's also going to be a actual functional farm. So it needs some sort of... Oh yeah, I need to do the edges. Yeah, the game's playing a lot better now that that update's finished. It was probably that being a pain in my butt. Do I want to do spruce for the roof, or do I want to do oak? Spruce probably to change it up some. But I need more oak to finish the floor. I'll do spruce for the roof though. And I'll probably do spruce for the door. Let's do this. Perfect. Now let's make a crafting table so I can complete the rest of the build. Oh, I already had one on me and I didn't realize it. Story of my life. Let's do a... oak. I don't know how I'll do the entrance there. We'll leave it for now. Let's do spruce slabs. This way the water can be there for the garden without going through the roof. And let's light it up a bit. And then let's figure out how do we want to do the doorway. Thinking probably out here on this block. And this block can be a stair. And then we can build spruce wood as the edging of the doorway. Like that. No, I don't. Why is it going sideways repeatedly? There we go. Torch above here. And we can add some decoration around the edge of the build in a minute. I know how I'm gonna do the edge of the build. But first I have to finish this. Okay, that's finished. I think next we'll be making sure everything... Let's make this a sprucewood plank, sprucewood block as well. There we go. Now we have to do the water for these areas, which means we need the water buckets and a hoe. Sleep so it doesn't start spawning mobs again. Or we have to sleep again so it doesn't start spawning mobs, is what I mean. Watch for the nighttime, watch for the nighttime, and no. Alright, I have to get off very soon, so I'm trying to rush through this build instead of explaining my process. But you kind of get to see the process anyway, so it's easy to figure out. I gotta put the water, and I don't do water in a specific pattern. I try to do it in as few blocks as possible. So what I'm gonna do is count out the area to where I could have it water, or where I would need water. So 1, 2, 3. Now the reason I do that is because then I can make the radius around the water that would be fertilized into hoed land, and then I can figure out where I would need another water. I know it's technically 4 now, but I still go by the 3 rule just to make sure that it's plenty of water for what's needed. That should leave that. That should do this. Oh, I'm gonna need another hoe. Probably an iron one, considering we'll have to hoe out 3 different platforms. We'll make an iron hoe, why not? Iron hoe, there we go. Let's get some water from the lake over here. Oh, wandering trader, what's he got? What you got? Don't run from me. You have bad trades if you're running from me. Random flower, mangrove, nothing useful. That's why you were running from me. Hi Lily, what are you doing? Let's finish hoeing this stuff out and figuring out where to place the waters. Water here should be useful. Those should all be fertilized. That should be the segment for that. We'll put a water here. I know it's not absolutely optimized, but it does help with making a lot less numbers of water than I would normally have. I'm not going to absolutely optimize it and like make sure I specifically calculate each area to be the absolute least amount of water possible, but I will at least kind of do it like this, where it's a few just pieces here and there. And I'll put either trapdoors or lily pads on them. I think I have enough lily pads to do lily pads. Now this should be a pretty good one to put here, because that helps with we'll put a water right here, and then we'll put one right here. And that should make most of these fertilized. Because we also will have to do a stair system to get up and down, or a slab system to get up and down. Because of the fact that I don't want to jump up and down and break crops. So where's the slabs in my inventory? I need more of them though. Actually, I'll do the slab system right on the corner here for this part. That'll work good without having to trample things and without having to sacrifice any of the fertilized land. There we go, and then we can just and hope that all of this will fertilize. Hope and pray that all of this will fertilize like it's supposed to be. The only worry I have is in this section here. I don't know if this water would reach it, but we'll know awful fast once they finish fertilizing. So, that's one platform. I don't think I'm going to fully optimize all the platforms today because I don't have the energy. But I will try to finish the transport system to get up and down. I think I'll do it like this, so that you have a nice little way to get up. I need more slabs. Nixie, you're fine. They're just doing stupid stuff out there because they like to be annoying. That's all. Alright. So that's the bases started. I need to do the cobblestone walls to make the walls around here. I'll need to collect some leaves to do some decoration around the edges. I'll need some seeds and stuff to be able to fill these in, and I'll need to finish watering all these. But I think for now that's where I'll pause on this project, because I don't have the energy to figure out the rest of it. Hey, stop it. If that will fertilize, these should. Hopefully. I can make the cobblestone walls to start walling off the edges at least. That should be possible. Because I have plenty of cobble and a stone cutter. They're just non-stop using a chainsaw or something out there and it's driving me nuts. Also driving the dog nuts. So this doesn't completely mob-proof it, but it does make it a little more difficult for mobs to figure out how to get up in it. I think I'm going to need to drop down 2 more waters. Looks like I will. And it helps me light up the area even though the mobs can't spawn on the platform itself. It's still a little useful to keep some lighting to keep things a little safe. We'll do like this. We need more. I also need 2 waters. Well, those fertilize, so just 1 water. We'll just do 1 more water in the corner here because I need that one to be fertilized and I don't feel like redistributing everything, so I'll just, instead of making it fertilized, I'll just make it a water block, is what I mean. Hi. I'm getting off soon, sadly. I have to, get off around 3-ish, and it's 2, because I have to bring the dog out, and then I have to go get ready to leave for the day, because we have to do some errands and let the dog run. Garden area so that I can have some more resources as far as gardening and stuff goes without having to sacrifice the advantage of the water over there like I have set up right now. Ah. But I'm still going to try to decorate some of this before I get off. It'll look a lot better once I decorate around the edges, but I can't decorate around the edges right now since I don't have the time to. I probably should put an infinite water source right next to it and then just finish off the water that I need. We'll do it like that, I think. Is that what we did on the other side? Yeah. We'll do it like that, and then we'll do well, I'm done. That has to be the opening to get on. We'll do cobblestone walls across the front here because then it'll keep us from falling over onto the other plants. And this is a good way to get up and down, and then we can do torch, 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 torch. And then we can do torch, 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 torch. It doesn't have to be to light up the center area because of the fact that the center area won't be spawnable for mobs since where the cropland will be. Any fertilized land and water they wouldn't be able to spawn on. So it's not that important for mob preventing, although I do need to sleep so that I can prevent mobs from trying to spawn on the areas that aren't lit up or fertilized yet. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Let's try to get some more of those areas done and make an infinite water source real quick so I can do so. Yes, I know I'm taking from the garden, but it's to make an infinite water source, so it doesn't matter because then I can just put it right back. Okay, let's go up and try to figure out this section. Let's do the furthest one away first. We'll do one right here, because then we know all the edge ones are taken care of right here. There we go. Then we'll do one right here, because that'll take care of the rest of these edges. And that's quite a good chunk with just 2 waters. Let's do another water here. Let's do a water here. And then let's fill up our water buckets again. This is kind of mostly just trial and error of trying to make sure that you get the right number of waters down and such. Nixie, relax. And then a water right here should cover these 2, I think. And these, and then we can put a water right here, just to make sure. And that'll cover that. And these slabs will make it so you won't destroy the crops every time you come down. Let's let those try to fertilize and make sure that that works as a system. Let's work on the middle one. I really need to be getting off, but I don't want to. I'll start with all four corners, or all four sides over here. I'm wondering what the zombie noise I hear is, because there shouldn't have been one that spawned underneath here. I think I lit it up enough that it shouldn't have. And there's no space underneath the actual garden itself. Nixie, stop your roughing. We're fine. Oh dang, I already ran out of the damn hoe again. That's just one spot that won't fertilize, technically. I'm gonna hoe it anyways and see if it'll fertilize. Maybe I calculated wrong and it will. Who knows? We got all this to fertilize. Check over here. Most of it's fertilized. Wait for the rest of it to finish. Over here starting to fertilize pretty well. Now we have up here, which will be a little tricky because of the underneath being slabs. We have to make sure we don't place it down on the bottom there, because then it'll go through the slab, it'll waterlog it. Yep, that's what I just did wrong. I have a major headache, so my brain kind of stopped being able to commentate a little, especially since I'm trying to focus on all the math of this. Let's do it like that. That should all pretty easily fertilize. Now, did all of this fertilize? It looks like it's trying. I can refill one of my buckets because I normally have a full one of water in my inventory at all times. Ta-da! Now we have a garden set up. And we can use it to make some garden areas. We need to pick what platforms are what, as far as like carrots, potatoes, wheat, that sort of thing. We'll need a lot of wheat, so I think the top one might be wheat. Although this one I think is the biggest one, so it might need to be this one that's wheat. We also need to do trapdoors or carpet or something on top of the waters. I might do like light blue carpet if I have enough wool to do that and enough dye to do that, because then it still looks like water but it won't let you fall through. And that way I know where my waters are too, because of the fact that it's got the coloring to it. I mean, all of them, I'd know where my waters are actually, technically. What do we think? I think wool would probably be my best option. Carpet would be my best option, material-wise, as far as what I have available to me right now. But what do I want to do dyes, though? For coloring of it. Because I don't think I have enough for blue. Maybe I do. I just don't want to use them. I don't want to use all those. I guess carpet probably won't be my best option. What about lily pads? I have 15. I don't think that's enough, and I don't want to buy more off a wandering trader for it. So let's do trapdoors then. I guess we'll just do spruce trapdoors. We'll need a lot of them though. But that's fine. They will create a bit of a... Oh, you can waterlog them. I forgot about that. Never mind, they won't create a height gradient because I can just waterlog them and make them the same height. I thought if I did that, it'd get rid of the water. I forget waterlogging's a thing in this version. There we go, one full garden. This is fully fertilized, so we'll cover the waters. We're gonna need a lot of trapdoors for this though. This one I guess will be carrots. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Do I have any more on me? No, I don't. I need more carrots. And I need to sleep. I could do a few floating lanterns over the water so that there's a little bit more light in the garden area so that they don't risk destroying the plants from the darkness. I think, if I have more lanterns. If not, I can make some, I think. Yeah, I have some more lanterns, but I can make some more too. There we go. Let's put some lanterns over the trapdoors here and there so that there's some better lighting in here. And we'll hang one right here, right? No. They don't hang, so we'll put one right there. Let's do one right here. I don't want to do too many of them is the thing, because I don't want them to be everywhere. I do need more. I forgot. I need more carrots. Ooh, that's a pretty horse. I don't have that one yet. I need to stop taming horses though. I have too many. I get why people overuse lanterns in this version. They just look so much better than torches. like the placement sound of them too. And given that we have a decent amount of iron, it's not that expensive to make them. But I need to make more. Let's make a bunch of iron nuggets. Oh, we don't have enough for that many. We need more iron on our inventory. I'm supposed to get off, but I'm too distracted. Keep reminding myself that I'm supposed to get off. But this is fun. Wait, do I still have, cobblestone walls on me? I think I do. Yeah. Let's make the entrance a little taller. Make a little... Ooh, 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 ooh. Good idea, good idea, good idea, good idea. I had a good idea. You can put these out with shovels, I think, correct? They place differently. Why did they place differently? That one looks different. It's not gonna give me the campfire back when I destroy it, it's just gonna give me charcoal. Ugh. I need one more campfire. I need them to place the same. There we go. Can we put a lantern on top of one? Probably not, huh? That's fine though, there's plenty of lanterns inside. Did all this land fertilize? It did. I need trapdoors. I have to keep making sure that the water's still there because I'm paranoid that it won't be there. It can place on already hoed ground. That's so weird. Such a weird mechanic. There we go. We got everything well lit. We'll start placing down some potatoes over here. I think the top one's gonna be the melons and pumpkins, so it'll be a little more complicated to figure out the placement of that. And I don't have enough potatoes to fully fill this in, so I have to place them down now. But after I finish placing these, I do have to get off and not put things away and just like get off because I have to get the dog out and get ready before he gets home, and he's about to get home very soon. So that is the garden for now. We're gonna finish decorating around the edges. Anyways, before my controller died on me, I'm gonna finish this. Is it working? I'm gonna finish decorating the outside of this and the inside of the underneath part that I made in the next stream. For now, I have to get off, and I don't know when I'll be streaming again. Most likely tomorrow, hopefully, if I finish work later. So I will see you guys again soon. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good rest of your day. Bye!